Number 3, status of maintenance road on the Navajo Nation events.
Good morning. Well, we had a meeting on Friday at the Mexican Water Chapter with the Navajo Department of Transportation. From that meeting, essentially, the Navajo DOT has decided that they kind of got ahead of themselves in asking San Juan County for the right-of-way in order to transfer the roads from what we were calling county roads to tribal routes. They have requested that we look into the options of they will go to the BIA and request a temporary right-of-way for maintenance. And that will be granted to the county, and then our part of that was to approach UDOT and the BNC road program for a temporary adjustment to allow us to add those roads back into our B road map and inventory, which would then allow the use of the B road funds distributed by the state, as David just pointed out. So we went to work on that. I have contacted the PNC road program administrator, Chris Potter, who works for UDOT, and he's talked to his superiors, and at this time they are not really willing to allow us to add those as a temporary. What they have suggested is if BIA can relinquish and give us a right-of-way, a non-exclusive right-of-way in perpetuity, then those roads can be added back into the B road system as a permanent basis. But for temporary, there are so many far-reaching effects that it has to all the other counties in the state of Utah, all the other road departments. It's a lot of work for them to make those adjustments. So their direction is that is not a alternative or a feasible avenue. Would you like to add?
Other than the goal at this point is to get some sort of version of an intergovernmental agreement to NDOT and to the nation, and we'll draft it based on those factors, get it to them, and see if basically it will be satisfactory, or if they have tweaks, or if they say that's a non-starter, then we know that.
So we've been down the path in the avenue of an intergovernmental agreement where we do have already in existence the memorandum of understanding with Navajo DOT, and that essentially is a play nice together kind of a document. And what we need now is to keep pushing for that IGA to take place, and that will essentially fund us, which that's what we need.
The interesting takeaway for me from Friday's meeting was a little bit of a tacit acknowledgement that they did get a little maybe ahead of themselves in terms of taking over and being able to do maintenance right away, and it seems like that created a little wiggle room for us to hopefully get back on there and just be able to do some work. Let's see.
Yeah, ultimately Navajo DOT, it seems like they haven't outright said, but it seems like although they do want to explore the IGA and working with San Juan County, they do want to be the charge and have it as their task to maintain all roads on Navajo Nation. They want our help for the interim. We just got to figure out how to fund that.
I'd like to comment. Basically, we knew this was going to happen. We knew that UDOT was not prepared to do what they said they were prepared, and the citizens have suffered. And it's a little bit disturbing to me, and I think we can get a pretty quick fix on the BNC road fund. We never had a right-of-way before, and we were getting money for BNC roads on the reservation. So that is not a good excuse from UDOT, in my opinion. And I think if they want to stand on that, I'll get Senator Hinkins and I'll get Governor Herbert involved, because both of them understand the need for road maintenance on the reservation. And we did it before. We did it without any kind of an agreement. If we just give, to me, if we get a letter from NDOT that says, go back to the way it was, let's go back to the way it was. We'll submit the bill. We'll submit the roads to UDOT for BNC road funds, and I'll hand carry that request to Senator Hinkins and to Governor Herbert. And I think that can get solved fairly quick and fairly easy. You know, we're not that far away from winter weather. Again, I know it's warm today, but in the way that government works, we're not far away from the winter season. And we need to be prepared to do the road work on the reservation and help the people that live on the reservation and go back to what we were doing before. So that's just my comment.
Pretty good comment, Bruce. Thank you. We did mention that we are, personally, I told that I was getting tired of monkeying around with them so long. Just, you know, doing this, and to make matters worse, Mr. Silversmith wasn't there. That was really upsetting. We just told them that we're going to continue to push what we can to make sure that we have adequate maintenance on the road. So the recommendation that you brought, I think that's very valuable. I think we should take every avenue to see what we can do to hinder that process.
Thank you. In terms of how the recommendations are being explored with past experience and availability of communicating, Bruce has already been involved in this before we came to become commissioner. Holding back sort of information that would continue to work up to this time in very